Nice to meet you all with this video. Today we will learn the description taken from the lesson A HAVOC of Flood from Unit 5 Part A from the 9th Standard English textbook SSC Board Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. On to the pattern to follow. Go through these instructions before you start with a description. On to the question here. You have read the lesson A HAVOC of Flood. The people faced miserable and pathetic condition. Imagine yourself as one of the flood victims and describe the situation. You may include the following. That is, climate on that day, damage occurred, humans and animal sufferings and deaths, rescue operations, emotional feelings, and plans to overcome the situation. So these are all things you need to keep in mind, and the sequence need to be maintained. That is, how was the climate, what are all the damages that occurred, and then rescue operations, how the relief teams or the rescue teams came to rescue the people from that situation, and what were the feelings. Now you are one among the victims. As a victim, how did you feel? And the plans to overcome, how you are going to overcome the situation, how you are going to get to the normal way of living after getting affected by the flood. So firstly, write first person description in capital letters. This is to show that it is from a first person point of view. That is, we are imagining, that is, you are imagining yourself as one among the victims. So that's what we call as first person description. On to the description now. It was an extremely horrible experience in the morning. The heavy downpour in the night got us to the roads. Yesterday evening we guessed that we might have a rainy day, but we never expected that it would be the most unforgettable day of our life. The flood waters inundated our houses. All our clothes got washed away. The utensils started floating. There was a short circuit and we switched off all the power circuits. We were left with no choice but to spend our night in darkness. We had to hold a charger light and a candle and spend the night. We all started going towards an area higher than the water level. Our parents were searching for the valuables that they had hidden in the almirahs and the loft. In the darkness, it was difficult to find what they had hidden before. They managed to take whatever they got and we left our house. Now here we see the situation when the flood waters inundated their houses. How was the situation and how did they feel, and what was the situation over there, what was their condition, and how they managed to come out of the house. That flood situation, actually they were all caught in the flood. How did they come out of that situation? That we are still reading so far. Then we forgot to untie the cattle, which all became a victim of this dreadful flood. So while coming, they themselves were in a hurry to go. If they delay even a little, they might lose their lives. So they were all hurrying up to a place which is higher than the water level. So they forgot about the cattle and they all died in the floods. The whole night we stayed on the roads with wet clothes on. On the next day we had to stay hungry and thirsty. There was no means to communicate with the other people. So, because of the floods, all the towers, cell phone towers are choked, and the phones might have lost the charging also. There is no power. So, there was no way that they could communicate, that the person could communicate with their relatives or friends or get some help from them. The whole day we sat looking at each other's face. Later, a group of people came with some food and water packets and some clothing. All of them rushed towards them. We stood there in the corner, unable to join the crowd. Now, here we see that all the people rushed, the strong people, and all they rushed, but these people are the victim. When we are imagining ourselves as the victim, well, now I am unable to go because maybe the person is very shy type, not used to this type of experience. So this person and his family, that is how the description goes. We stood there in the corner, unable to join the crowd. The rescue team approached us and gave us some food packets and took us to the relief camp. Though this person or I was unable to open up and go and ask for the food, the rescue team approached us, to approach me and my family, and provided them with the food, the clothing, and they had taken us to the relief camp. This is very strange and this is very nice to happen. We were really thankful to them. Though we did not go with the crowd, they came and took us. I felt really grateful for their kind heartedness, which helped us to come out of that situation. After that, we visited our house. The water started draining slowly, and we cleaned the house and the surroundings. Now we go to the next point, how we are going to the normal situation, the way that we are getting into the normalcy after the floods. That is what we have to write in the description. Now, life was not the same, as we had lost most of our belongings. So in the beginning itself, we have told all the clothes were washed away, utensils gone, generally the books and the furniture, everything would have been spoiled. So much of the things, much of the property was lost. Thankfully, we were all alive. Maybe the things are gone. Wealth is lost, nothing is lost. So here, health is lost, something is lost. But here they didn't lose their health. So thankfully, we are all alive. It's all because of the timely help of the rescue team. They could survive, they could live now just because the rescue team came in time and provided them with the food and water. This fills us with a sense of gratitude and thankfulness towards them. So whenever this thought comes, or whenever the thing comes that we are alive, yes, it's because of the great contribution of the rescue team, the kind-hearted people, the philanthropic people, the other-centered people. They had done so much for us. They had come out of their way and they have spent their time, and they have made so much of arrangements that we could survive. So the gratefulness, the gratitude fills my heart. May God bless them. Hope this session was useful to you and you could understand how to make a description when the situation is given to you and you are given the points to concentrate. We need to go with the points, but you need not exactly copy the same point. Just keep it in mind, go with the imagination and go with the flow of the events. Thank you for watching, and do comment in the comment box. Have a nice day and click the like button if the session was useful. Thank you once again.